Help support our coverage using Blueberry, the community that gives creators the ability to make money, get detailed audience measurements, and host their audio and video. Get 30 days to try out the service using promo code Blueberry004. That's BLUBRRY004.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about
myFirst.
myFirst.tech.
So myFirst, it's a kids tech ecosystem.
Okay.
So whatever grown-ups can do with technology, we empower kids to do the same. So that includes devices, apps, as well as kids' social platform.
Wow. Now, what was the inspiration for this?
So my partner, this business partner, when his daughter was 2 years old, he was taking pictures of her with his Canon DSLR, right? And she reached out to grab it, right? But if he hands her the two-year-old a DSLR, that's a few $1,000 gone, right?
Yeah.
It's going to get smashed.
Been
right?
there.
It's not meant for kids, right? And so we looked in the market for a real camera that she could use, and there was either just stuff for grown-ups or there was toys for kids, right? So there wasn't real tech for kids.
Okay.
Right? So we're tech guys. We were doing a hospital project at that time, health tech stuff. And then we said, okay, why don't we build this ourselves? And so we built the first camera, a real tech camera for kids. It sold really, really well, and we've just kept going. So we added more devices, then we added connected services, then we added apps and software, and then we added social platform.
Too cool. Well, let's start getting into the devices that you brought here.
So this is a kid's wearable smartphone. It's basically whatever your smartphone can do, the kid can do on the wrist, right? So you can be social. We've got the kid's social platform here. Then we've got voice call, video call. It's got a camera, 5-megapixel widescreen camera, so you can see like the full face.
Cool.
Then you can do messages, emojis, voice messages. It's a little bit hard to type on such a small screen.
Sure.
But then you can do, we're going to add voice to text on that. Then the kid can take pictures and share that, listen to music. It works on Bluetooth, so they can either use their own headphones, or we have kid-safe headphones.
Cool.
Right? That's either open ear or it's smart transparency mode. So when it detects the kids moving, it automatically pipes in environmental noise. So when the kid's crossing the road, they can hear the cars coming or somebody shouting for them.
I regularly have to ask my son.
Take off your headphones.
Close the tablet, put the headphones down. We're walking through the parking lot to the store.
Exactly, right? You got to be aware of your surroundings, right?
Exactly.
Grown-ups will remember, but kids will be immersed in their music, so they will forget, right? So then with the social platform, we've got connected devices. This is the latest kids connected camera. So 20-megapixel front camera.
20 megapixel?
Yep, 15-megapixel rear camera, right? So you can take a photo.
That's as good as any iPhone.
Exactly, right? Blow it up to photo, like poster size. So it's a camera, but it's meant for the kids' hands.
Wow.
Right?
That is awesome. Now, is this platform specific? Do you have to be Android, iPhone?
Yep. So with our apps, it works on Apple or works on Android.
Okay.
Or our devices, right? So the parents can access it through the apps. We also have a grandparents photo frame. So when the grandkids take pictures and share socially, the grandparents can see immediately what the grandkids are sharing.
Oh, that's cool.
So in real time, so you don't have to like pull out an SD card or a thumb drive to like let grandma or grandpa know what you're doing.
That is incredibly well built and robust. Now, especially when you're talking about social platform, things like that. My son's 6 years old.
Cool.
He just got into his world of content creation, making Minecraft videos, things like that.
Wow.
He's got a
Just
tech
like dad.
He's got a tech dad. I'm a live AV engineer as a living, and I actively went through and made a character animation so that it's tracking his face, and my 6-year-old's face is not on YouTube. Is the idea.
Yeah, that's right. That's
trying
the
to protect his identity and his biometric data. I assume the fact that with both this, the social platform, that there's parental intervention in there.
Parental control. So parents have the control over who can contact your kid. What we do is we work in circles of trust, just like the movie Robert De Niro, Circles of Trust.
Absolutely.
Right? So family circle of trust, best friend circle of trust, friend circle of trust. And parents can moderate the content that your kid sees. Like if somebody suddenly post something that's not good for them,
Yeah.
you can change that. If your kid is sharing stuff that you don't think should be shared with, let's say, a wider circle of trust, you can bring that in, or you can have that removed. So the gatekeepers are the parents.
Wow. Incredible. And what I love more than anything about this camera specifically is it has an SD card slot.
Yeah.
It has a
So
removable SD.
it's photo stored on the SD card as well as the cloud. Automatically sync. The kid can decide over Wi-Fi, like which photos do I want to share socially. Sorry, we're not launched this yet, but this is coming out in first quarter, so not fully working yet.
No, I'm sitting here looking at my cell phone camera. That is fantastic. And that is, once again, a really good quality camera. This is, for kids, extraordinarily light. Got a nice little tether right here.
So you don't lose it.
Yeah, absolutely. And super easy. Once again, not a lot of controls on here to get confused by.
Simple buttons, big
Wow.
buttons.
What kind of price point are you looking at for
So
this?
this one will be looking at about 100 US.
Wow.
The watch is 199 US.
So average pricing, you know.
Yeah, it's
nothing crazy. And what kind of capacity are you looking at on the camera without an SD card?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's meant to be cloud-based, right? So
Okay.
you just upload whatever you need on the cloud. I can't remember exactly how much is on the
That's
camera
all right.
itself, but most of it's meant to be cloud-based.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically you hook into Wi-Fi. So
Yeah,
is it
that's
4G driven or Wi-Fi?
This is Wi-Fi driven. The kid's wearable smartphone, it's 4G driven. It's eSIM, so basically there's no open hole, so you can go swimming with this up to 3 meters.
Wow.
So you don't need to worry about water damage.
Okay, and is it does it talk via? You were saying 4G, so mobile specific, or there's specific plans
so
you can
it
get
works
for
on
it?
we work with AT&T.
Okay.
Yep. So $12 a month, just pay. That's it. And
Wow.
unlimited data, unlimited calls. Go crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That is pretty incredible, man. What has the response been like for you guys?
So we just launched in the U.S. We're very big in North Asia, in Japan, in South Korea, in Singapore. But I think it's a new market to us and could be exciting.
And once again, really robustly built, really well done.
Yep. It's designed for kids to be kids.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and incredible stuff, man. What now? The social media platform. How do kids go about accessing that? Is it only on the smartwatch? Can they do it on computer?
They can. Kids can access it from our kids' wearable smartphones, or they can download an app on Apple or Android. Could work with their smartphone if they have one, or a tablet, right? And then the parents can access it from the smartphone or tablet to control like the kid's account. So the parent creates a sub-account, and so the parents once again control how much information you want to put up there. You don't have to put in your kid's real information. So in terms of privacy, you don't need a SSN or you don't need any details, right? You just create a sub-account for the kid. Only you know who that account belongs to.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So basically, the parent actually owns the account. And it's a sub-account that the kid is using.
That's correct.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Very, very forward-looking on that end. And, you know, once again, the build quality on these, which is what I'm about as a traveling technician, you know, it's the question, can you throw it over your shoulder if you're a kid, you know, things like that.
Kids will do that.
They will throw it just to see what happens. And incredibly light, incredibly durable. What's the typical lifespan on one of these?
Kids, we've got some kids who are like still using, this is 4th generation watch.
Oh,
so
wow.
we still have kids using a 2nd generation. So that's coming to like 4 years already.
Wow.
And we're like, oh, why did you buy the new one? Oh, no, we don't need to. It still works fine.
Well, especially if there's no deprecation of the software, if there's no, like, typically like many things we
Battery
adults
life is
have,
still
you know, when it comes to computers, like, oh, sorry, the chip is out. It won't support the new OS. You know, gotta buy a new computer 2 years after you get it.
So still works fine.
To know that the watch itself can last up to 4 years and still be used with new platform, that's incredible.
Some families who have passed down the watch from an older kid to the younger kid. Yeah, it still works.
Wow, incredible. Now, Where are these available?
So you can find these on Amazon. We've got our headphones, we've got our cameras, we've got our creative expression stuff. So that's all available on Amazon. And hopefully by middle of this year, you can find us at Costco and Best Buy.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the time during this very busy
Yes.
CES 2024. Let everybody know where they can go to find out more about myFirst.
Yeah, you can go to our website, myfirst.tech. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank
Thanks
you so
for
much for
having
the
me.
time. I
Much
appreciate it.
appreciate it.
I'm going to have to get me one of those for my boy. That is really incredible and awesome.
Thank you.
Cool.
The Tech Podcast Network CES 2024 coverage is executive produced by Michelle Mendez. Technical directors are Kurt Corliss and Adam Barker. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Clinton Millsap, Sergio Velasquez, and Terry Willingham. Voiceover by Aaron Hurst. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Bain, Todd Cochran, Scott Ertz, and Christopher Jordan. Studio and equipment are provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. This has been a Tech Podcast Network broadcast, copyright 2024.